listen to you, fucking faggot. I asked your motherfucking question.
Oh, man.
That dick is good at it.
Erica Bain, a radio host, and her fiancé, Dr. David Kermani, were walking their dog in the park. They played fetch along the way, and the ball rolled into a tunnel. While they were talking, they didn't notice the dog had gone missing. When they realized, they called out and searched until they heard barking in the distance. They found the dog, but just then, a man stepped out of the shadows with two others, one of whom was recording. David demanded the men return the dog, but one of them mocked him and attacked Erica. When David tried to protect her, they turned on him, beating him brutally and attempting to rob him. They also threw Erica against a concrete wall, leaving her gravely injured. She was taken to the hospital in critical condition and slipped into a coma. Meanwhile, Detectives Mercer and Vitale arrived at the hospital morgue to investigate what they thought was a suicide. They then went upstairs to question the victim's injured child. Mercer led the girl into an office, but her stepfather, Mr. Morrow, suddenly stormed in and demanded to take her home. Mercer refused Mr. Morrow's demand and told him to get a lawyer, suspecting his role in his wife's death and seeing the stepdaughter as a key witness. Weeks later, Erica woke from her coma and began to recover. David's mother visited and told her the funeral had already taken place, leaving Erica heartbroken and longing for him. When the police came to question her, the trauma of the attack was so overwhelming that she could give them little information. After being discharged, Erica returned to her apartment and kept the door locked at all times. She stayed inside for days, too afraid to go out. Eventually, she gathered the courage to leave and went to the police station to ask about her case. An officer told her to wait, but after minutes passed, she realized he was giving the same answer to everyone. Frustrated and desperate to feel safe, she left and went to a gun shop, determined to buy a weapon right away. Erica had no permit and learned she would need to wait 30 days to buy a gun legally. Seeing her desperation, a man in the shop offered to sell her one for $1,000. He took her through a market into a back alley, gave her a K9 pistol with a few bullets, and showed her how to use it. That night, Erica stopped at a corner store for snacks. Suddenly, a man stormed in, yelling at the clerk for not watching his child, and then shot her dead. Erica hid in an aisle, but her phone rang, giving away her position. As the gunman searched for witnesses and passed by, she pulled her gun and fired 3 times, hitting him once in the neck. He bled heavily as she ran to the counter, grabbed the security tape, and rushed home to the bathroom. Moments later, Detectives Mercer and Vitale arrived. They found the tape missing, no money stolen, and only one of the 3 shots landing, leading them to think the shooter was an inexperienced man. That night, Erica practiced her lines for the radio show, but they no longer reflected how she felt about New York after the attack. The next day, she went back to work, though her boss worried it was too soon. For Erica, returning was the only way to find meaning again, so he agreed. But when she went on air, she froze, overwhelmed by dark memories. Erica spoke from the heart, confessing that New York had become a place she now feared, a feeling she had never known before. Her words caught the attention of Mercer, who was driving, and everyone listening in the studio. That evening, she visited David's grave and stayed until nightfall. On the train ride home, she saw 2 thugs harass a man with his music player and steal it. When an elderly man tried to help, they attacked him too, forcing both victims off the train. Left alone with Erica, the thugs mocked her. One pulled a knife, but she calmly drew her gun and shot them both. Both men lay dead, all 4 of Erica's shots hitting their target. She stepped off the train, realizing she hadn't needed to kill them, yet surprised by how calm she felt as police passed her on the street. Slipping into a bar restroom, she removed her hoodie and vomited. Meanwhile, Mercer and Vitale arrived, finding a stolen iPod but no missing cash. After freshening up, Erica walked outside but felt drawn back to the scene. At the same time, Mercer noticed similarities between the attacks and suspected the shooter was growing bolder. Outside, among reporters, he spotted Erica leaving, followed her, and told her he remembered where he had seen her before. Erica introduced herself to Mercer, mentioning her job at the radio station and saying she wanted to interview him, which prompted him to leave. Soon after, reports spread about a self-appointed cop on the streets. Mercer gave the iPod to Vitali for testing, hoping it would lead to the owner and help identify the vigilante. Back at work, Erica's boss told her that her latest broadcast had attracted a big audience and urged her to continue. Erica walked downstairs and found Detective Mercer waiting. She tried to turn away, but he stopped her. Mercer said he had seen her at the hospital after the attack and that both he and his ex-wife were fans of her show, happy she was back. He explained he had reviewed her case, promised to find the attacker, and agreed to her interview request. They sat and talked, with Erica asking about his work at crime scenes and his view on the subway case. When Mercer noticed Mr. Murrow, Erica quietly confided off the record that he was a corrupt businessman and gangster, suspected of killing his wife to gain custody of his stepdaughter, the only witness. Mercer said there was nothing legal he could do, but off the record, admitted the matter was settled. Their talk ended when Erica asked how he felt the first time he shot someone. Mercer gave her his card and told her to call after hours if needed. One night, on her way home, a man in a parked car called her over. As she approached, she saw an unconscious girl in the back seat and learned her name was Chloe. The man tried to exploit the situation, but Erica pulled her gun and made him give all his cash to Chloe before they left the car. He then tried to run them down, but Erica shot him, causing the car to swerve and hit Chloe. Erica called the police and kept her distance as they took the girl away. She then went home where her neighbor was waiting. Her neighbor noticed the blood on her cheek, but only reminded her to know right from wrong. At a press conference attended by Erica, Mercer announced that the witness had regained consciousness and would soon be questioned. The next morning at work, her boss told her they would open the phone lines for call-ins to call in. Erica felt her show wasn't meant for call-ins, but her boss insisted. During the broadcast, she took calls most supporting the vigilante, with some even pretending to be the vigilante. Erica went to the police station, ready to confess, but changed her mind. Instead, she called Mercer, only to realize she had been lured to Mr. Murrow's building. She told Mercer that Murrow had once shown her kindness, then entered the elevator with Murrow, who didn't notice her. When he left for his car, she followed and confronted him, asking if he ever thought about the wife he had killed. Murrow attacked her with a crowbar, wounding her, but she fought back and threw him off the rooftop. Erica returned home bleeding, and her neighbor helped her inside. While Mercer investigated, recalling the sound of an elevator, Erica admitted to her neighbor that she had killed someone. Believing it must have been necessary, the neighbor asked no questions and cleaned her wounds. Growing suspicious, Mercer later invited Erica to the hospital, where he was preparing to speak with Chloe. Erica entered the room nervously, and Chloe immediately recognized her. When Mercer asked about the night of the attack, Chloe claimed she hadn't seen anyone. Later, Mercer asked Erica why she had called him the night before and where she had been, but she only said she went to bed. The detectives then tracked down the iPod's owner, but the boy reported nothing unusual, only noticing an old man and a woman on the train. When they tried making a suspect sketch, it resembled a celebrity, which Mercer noted often happened. While Erica was at home, Mercer arrived with a ring, explaining it came from a suspect's girlfriend caught trying to pawn it. He asked her to identify the suspect in a lineup. She resisted at first, but eventually agreed. At the station, Erica recognized the man who had attacked her, but denied knowing him and walked out. Mercer caught her at the elevator and they went to eat together. There, he told her about Morrow, the attack on him, and their new suspect, a woman. Mercer hinted that Erica was now a suspect and warned he would take her down if necessary, despite their closeness. After a tense moment, Erica left, fueled by her need for revenge. She began searching local pawn shops for the woman who had tried to pawn her ring. Meanwhile, Mercer asked a friend to trace Erica's phone from the night Morrow died and learned she had been at his building. Erica found the pawn shop and bribed the owner to learn the woman's location. She tracked her down, called her phone to confirm her identity, and followed her to her apartment to confront her about the ring. When Erica demanded to know where the woman's boyfriend was, the woman refused, saying she had seen what happened to Erica and feared the same fate. Disappointed, Erica left. Later, the woman sent her a message apologizing, giving her the address, and attaching a video of the attack, leaving Erica devastated. Erica broke down in tears and sent Mercer a farewell message along with the video. After receiving it, Mercer rushed to stop her before she carried out the attack. Erica reached the building, slipped inside, and saw several men in an alley with her dog. Armed, she approached the gate where one man held the dog. When he noticed her, she shot him dead, and the others fled in panic. Erica hid and waited for one criminal to run past, then shot him in the back, killing him instantly. She went after the last suspect, but was ambushed by the man who had killed David. He began choking her until Mercer rushed in and stopped him. Erica grabbed a gun, ready to kill, but Mercer calmed her and took it away. Then, to her shock, he handed her his own gun and told her to stop. She pulled the trigger anyway, killing the man. Erica surrendered, but Mercer refused to arrest her. Instead, he told her to shoot him in the arm to cover for her. She obeyed. After saying goodbye, she fled. Mercer returned her gun, released her dog, called for backup, and was taken away in an ambulance.